Daigo Umehara is the biggest name in Street Fighter, and it is not even close. There's a lot of people that are really well known, like Punk, like Tokido, Mena R&D, but it's going to be very, very hard for someone to pass the amount of historical importance that Daigo has had over the course of the entire Street Fighter series for the past 25 years. You might have thought I was exaggerating when I just said 25 years, but it's 2023, and Daigo versus Vae, the first time Daigo traveled to the United States was in 1998, 25 years ago. And Vae says he hopes to see Daigo in the next Street Fighter, and indeed he does for years to come. Because 6 years later in 2004 in Street Fighter 3, you guys know this moment. It's the Daigo parry. Evo moment 37. Daigo parries all of the hits of Chun-Li super and punishes with a pixel of health left to win, not actually Evo, but the losers finals match of Evo. And you know, he's continued to have legendary moments in Street Fighter 4 and 5 as well. Here's one of those moments from Street Fighter 4. Gets a stun, lands a crazy evil Ryu combo. Didn't really need to do all of this, but he's a professional and he definitely lives for these kinds of moments. So yes, as you already knew, Daigo is a very legendary player in the Street Fighter scene. And actually, he has some relevance to my gamer tag of Nephew that I think most of you guys on YouTube probably don't know. Because it all happened in this tournament 7 years ago in 2016, a couple months after Street Fighter 5 came out. Basically just a local hangout in Michigan / tournament. It's only got 87 views, so there's no way very many of you guys have seen this. And this is where the name Nephew actually came from. All right, so here is me walking into the scene. Nice orange sweater. I actually don't know where that sweater is anymore.
Can't fuck with that nigga. Look at his origins. Look at that nigga. There's Daigo Nephew, nigga.
Look at his origins. So, you know, a little bit racist, but definitely very funny. And I've ended up sticking with it for the past 7 years. So that's how Daigo is related to my name, Nephew. And it's kind of crazy because I played Street Fighter 5 a lot. Daigo also played Street Fighter 5 quite a lot, but I never played Daigo in that game, not a single time, not in tournament, not in casual. And in some ways it's pretty understandable because Daigo doesn't really sit down for casuals at tournaments, at least not in recent times, not in Street Fighter 5. He just kind of goes, plays his matches, and then moves along with his day. But there were 2 times in particular that I thought I had a very good chance of running into Daigo if I wanted to do well in the tournament. The first one, Capcom Cup 2020. Nephew qualifies CPT Online NA West qualifier number 1. Daigo wins the Japan qualifier number 1. There's only 20 players in total, so it seems like there's a good chance that they might have to play. But unfortunately, Capcom Cup was officially canceled on January 15th, 2021 due to rising COVID cases around the world. All right, well, there's always next year, the next Capcom Cup, because surely that one's gonna happen. Nephew qualifies once again out of the NA West region. Daigo also qualifies from the Japan region. Some more players this time, but surely there's a good chance that the 2 of them play. But yet again, Capcom Cup was canceled due to the rise of COVID cases in the world. So I never got to play Daigo in Street Fighter 5, and in Street Fighter 6 there's not as many offline tournaments that, you know, all the international players go to, so it was looking less and less likely that I would ever play Daigo. But then they announced the lineup for the Gamers 8 Street Fighter 6 Invitational, and look, there I am, Nephew, there he is, Daigo Umehara. Maybe we'll get a chance to play Street Fighter 6 in tournament. But once again, that just didn't happen. I was in Group B, Daigo in Group H. We both made it out, but unfortunately, Daigo lost to Kakeru, I lost to Angry Bird, I then lost to Big Bird. Daigo beat Jen, lost to Knuckle Dew. We didn't run into each other in bracket once again. And then the finals day rolls around, the final Sunday, actually yesterday. because I'm recording this on Monday, but there's a time difference. So, but then finals day comes around where they play out the top 12, and I thought I'm probably not going to see Daigo again in this venue. But to my surprise, I saw a rare sight. Daigo Umehara, the legend, the beast, was sitting down on a chair at a laptop setup playing casuals in Street Fighter 6. And so I called next on this setup, and I got to play my first set of Street Fighter ever with Daigo the Beast. So I wasn't planning on recording this set or anything. I just wanted to play Daigo, but actually Hot Dog, the Bison player from Street Fighter 5, he now plays DJ in Street Fighter 6. He actually recorded some of it, not all of it, but some of it in very weird chunks. So we're gonna take a look at his footage. So yeah, he had a very interesting recording process. The first clip here is 5 seconds long. This is from the first game. I played the first of 3. This is the first game right here. I did a drive rush jab. It looks like I did some amount of damage already, and then he did a dragon lash. So that's the first video. We got 3 more to go, and then this second one is a minute long. This is the rest of the first game. So it is still the first round right here. I wake up with an EXDP. Daigo's throwing some fireballs. I'm very low on drive gauge, so I'm trying to keep my drive gauge somehow. Heavy kick got me some. So right there, Daigo tried to punish my heavy kick. The button is not punishable, it's -3, so already some signs that Daigo doesn't really know the jury matchup very well. I go for a low. Nice punish right there though. On the medium store, it's -6. I go for feng shui to try and burn him out. He has a little over a drive gauge left, so I do another drive impact. But he ends up not blocking because, you know, he doesn't want to get burned out. Understandable. Crosscut DP right there, of course. I'm just trying to get in a little bit. I don't want to run out of drive gauge, and he actually misses a crosscut, and that allows me to get the first game right there against Daigo. My first game against Daigo, I won. How about that? All right, then right here, I'm not exactly sure what this round is. It's either in the second game or like the first round of the third game. But he hits me with a level 3. I'm burned out. I don't want to spend my super, I think, because it's not the last round yet. So I just take the drive impact hit, and you know, I die. Pretty standard stuff. And then here's the last round of the third game. Crosscut DP once again. Shimmy with the feng shui. Right here, I actually got inspired because the heavy kick is +1 in burnout. And then I dropped the combo because I just run out of feng shui, so I thought I hit heavy punch, but it didn't come out because no more feng shui engine. Drive impact to build a little bit of space, maybe get a hit. And I just gotta somehow get out because I'm burned out right here, if you guys can't tell. So I'm scared of the drive impact. I don't know what that overhead was. Drive impact not in the corner quite yet. I'm trying to get like a heavy kick because heavy kick would beat the drive impact. But actually Daigo just misses the anti-air right there at the end. And we shake hands. And Daigo is about to unplug his controller because normally it's like winner stays on, right? And I won the set. But everyone just wanted to play Daigo, so I got off the setup. I think Xian got out next. And so yeah, that's how my first match with Daigo went in casuals. I won 3-0. In some ways you might think it was kind of underwhelming because you know, he just didn't really know the jury matchup. Also, it wasn't in the footage. I did a safe jump and then he tried to DP it, so he didn't even know like jury's safe jumps either. So I can tell he just hasn't played against jury at all. I have no doubt that it would be closer if, you know, we played in tournament because Daigo would have time to prep. Obviously, he did not prep for a random casual match that he did not know was going to happen. And so I'm excited for the next time we play, hopefully in tournament, because then I'll get to play Daigo maybe at maximum potential. So definitely would like to see that happen in the future. And some of you might be thinking that Daigo might not be taking like competing as seriously anymore, but I can tell he is at least a little bit because I saw firsthand he was hungry to beat Luffy in this tournament. So at Gamers 8, we had practice rooms, and it was, I think, 4 people per practice room, and I was playing casuals with someone over here on this setup, and then Daigo just walks in the room, sits down at this setup, starts labbing for I think an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and we were just playing casuals over here, so we didn't see what was going on. He leaves. I go check out what's on the screen at this setup. This picture is beforehand, so this is not what was on the screen, but I look and it's Ken versus Manon. And the reason this is funny is because of how the standings were at that moment. This was Daigo's group. He was actually guaranteed to make it out. He was 4-0, Luffy was 0-4. These two were 2-2, and they had to play each other, so there was no way for both of them to get 4 points. And top 2 of the people in the group made it out of the group. But for some reason, Daigo just really wanted to beat Luffy. And that makes this clip just extra funny. Daigo guesses right on the wake up super. Perfect KO. This is actually not in a row. Luffy got a game. Perfect KO. So they just completely edited out to seem like Daigo was destroying Luffy. But yeah, Daigo was able to get those perfects because he did that labbing. And for some reason, he also just randomly won $10,000 for doing this. Yeah, these prizes just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't think us players knew about them until like the day that they were given out. But yeah, maybe Daigo knew something that we didn't. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the match, enjoyed the story. I had to try and spice up the 3 minutes of footage with some storyline behind it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. And leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.